everyone, my name is Alex Germain, and this is my rhetorical analysis on Stand Up by Cynthia Erivo. It is one thing to hear a part of history read unenthusiastically from a textbook. It is an entirely different thing to hear it powerfully sung by someone who truly cares about telling the story. Stand Up by Cynthia Erivo tells the story of Harriet Tubman in a passionate, powerful way that few have heard it. It is a battle cry to everyone fighting today and uses the power of gospel music and ballads to truly portray the emotion and not just the facts of this famous historical figure. The video may be simple, but the vocals are anything but. If the music video were not kept simple, the power and emotion in the vocals would not have shown as brightly as they did. The video is much more akin to the performances of opera divas than the eye-catching film segments we often expect. According to Rodriguez Balanuez, who writes on culture for numerous magazines, diva comes from an Italian word meaning goddess. Divas are women who seem more than human. I do not believe that the choice to create a music video about Harriet Tubman that mimics the performances of these women was coincidental. Harriet Tubman is a legendary figure in American history, and according to publications director at a Washington, D.C. think tank, Carolyn Stewart, she was called the Moses of her people. She continually returned to help free slaves at the risk of her own freedom. Erivo knew what she was doing when she worked on the music video. She shone the spotlight on herself and thus put the spotlight on the woman the song is about. Another noticeable part of the music video is that there are only 2 costume changes. She is always wearing either a plain column dress or a dress with a bodycon style top and ballroom skirt. This can be symbolic of the difference between the lives of African Americans when they are enslaved and when they are free. While the music video may be more understated than most, the vocals are anything but. Cynthia Erivo is a passionate singer with a powerful voice. The song allows her to showcase her skill beautifully. It is easy to see that she truly cares about telling the story of Harriet. Her performance invokes the emotion of the story in a way few can. When you think about songs about historical figures, often what first comes to mind is something similar to Schoolhouse Rock, a catchy little jingle to help children remember important names and dates. Stand Up is so much more. The lyrics hold true meaning and tells the story of an amazing woman they are about with more than just facts. They are truthful, yes, but the language is more akin to that of a fairy tale than that of a history book. The lyrics have meaning. The last 4 lines in particular stand out. They repeat Harriet Tubman's last words before she died, "I go to prepare a place for you." Stand Up was written by a woman who wanted others to understand the emotion of the story of Harriet the way she did. Erivo said herself that the song is an expression of hope, strength, and inspiration to do good for one another. The song contains themes of hope, overcoming obstacles, and kindness for others. It both honors the memory of Harriet Tubman and gives hope to those living today. Stand Up is a powerful ballad for those fighting for their freedom, no matter what the freedom might be. The most obvious example would be the recent fight against police brutality and systematic racism. Although the song was performed before the Black Lives Matter movement, it has the same charge as the protests. Slavery may be abolished, but as Donald L. Fixico, an American writer and intellectual, pointed out, racial violence is still very real. Anyone with colored skin is still thought to be inferior by many. Hate groups still perpetuate racist stereotypes. African Americans are still fighting for their freedom, just like those who traveled along the Underground Railroad. The beauty and the slight ambiguity of the lyrics is that people could relate to them in different ways. The fight against racism is simply the first example that comes to mind. The song could also be one for refugees fighting to escape terrorist groups and for those trying to escape gang violence. It could be a song for people trying to save the earth before the environment is destroyed. It is a battle cry, rallying for others to hold on to hope and determination, encouraging them to keep going even when the struggles seem too numerous. Even today, people across the globe are still fighting for freedom and safety. Protesters today can find strength and stand up, a song about Harriet Tubman and her journey to bring both herself and her people to freedom. It tells her story in the legendary emotion-charged format it so rarely is. Erivo is a powerful singer and uses her skills to craft a performance that makes you sit up and take notice. White people find it hard to understand something that never happened to them. Stand Up provides a way for even the most sheltered of people to understand the struggles of African Americans. It takes a story that for so long has been treated as just another thing you learn in history class and gives it back its importance.